So I'll ask clients, like, what is going to be the right time? When is it going to be the day that you're going to do it? What's going to change that's suddenly going to get you recovered? And that is stopping restriction, being willing to get to your unsuppressed body weight, stopping all compulsive movement and any OCD behaviors that you might have that are involved with your eating disorder. So just kind of like jumping into action. It sort of feels like jumping off a cliff when you first start recovery, is how I would describe it. And I attempted recovery, I would maybe 100 times probably. I'd set this plan. Every New Year's I'd have resolutions. Every time I went into treatment, I'd think, okay, this is going to be it. Like, I'm totally going to do this now. But it wasn't until I was absolutely determined to not stop until I felt that I was recovered. So you have to have that kind of tenacity when you go into recovery. Like, it gets uncomfortable gaining the weight, facing your fear foods, feeling extremely full and bloated, and all the symptoms that come with recovery, extreme hunger. And so when you go through those times, if you're not determined to get through that, you're going to turn around and run back, and you're going to turn around and run back, and you're going to turn around and run back until oblivion. And so it's the people who are going to grin and bear it and not stop until they get there that I see recover. So you have to ask yourself why and how. Why do I want to recover? And if you have no reason at all and you can't think of a reason to recover, dig deep and think, maybe if I can't do this for myself, who can I do this for? I know that we talk a lot about intrinsic motivation, but sometimes you do have to start out with some kind of outside motivation. I want to be able to help people. I remember for me, my why was, well, it changed throughout the years, but ultimately it got to like, I want to be able to help people. I want to help people not suffer for as long as I did and lose all those years of their life. And if I can learn anything from my experience and turn around and help others, I'd love to do that. But I knew I couldn't do it if I wasn't recovered. So that was a huge, when I was just feeling so uncomfortable, I'm like, I can just use this to empathize with people as I try to help them, because I've felt that, I've walked in those shoes. But you've got to find your why. And your how is by the actions. You wake up in the morning and you put food in your mouth, and you honor that craving of whatever it is that you haven't let yourself eat. You make that fear food list and you start chipping it away at it. Your eating disorder tells you not to eat it. You go get whatever that is and you eat it. You experience guilt for eating something and you want to restrict, you go eat something. So it's the actual, and it seems so simple, like you need to eat. And I know sometimes people hate to hear that and say it's, oh, so much more complicated than that. It's all these things. And I accept and respect that people have dealt with trauma that are going through eating disorders, and all various different backgrounds and childhoods and whatever has caused eating disorder. I understand that those are things that people absolutely have to work through. But as far as getting recovered, the most important step is starting to eat. So that's the message that I have for you today. One other thing that I wanted to talk about is the recovery center that Tabitha Farrar and I are opening February 2020. We've been working so hard on getting it going and organized and ready, and writing up curriculum and really trying to listen to what you guys want. What do people who have been in recovery treatment centers and haven't found success, or have found that they've relapsed, what do you want? What are the things that you want to see different in a center? And ours is going to be set up very much like a retreat. So it's going to be fun and enjoyable. It's going to be challenging. We're going to push you, but it's going to be something that is a really positive environment and will not be competitive in any way. It's going to be very supportive and accountable, keeping you accountable for the things that you need to do in your recovery, very much focusing on rewiring your brain. And it's going to be based in a home setting, so it's going to be a very comfortable, warm atmosphere. So if you have any questions about that, please just ask down below. And yeah, we're really excited about it. All right, have a fantastic day. Thanks.